So today we are going to talk. There are a lot of content creators coming here, influencers coming here, but they don't call me an influencer. They call me a de-influencer. Because unlike other people, I don't really promote brands. Usually, I show their dark reality. I usually showcase what is the underlying secret behind all these brands. And if you've seen my videos, I often talk about their marketing gimmicks, high sugar content, all of the other things that they do. And as a result, so far, I've received 8 legal notices, 3 court cases, and even one 6-month imprisonment charge. And earlier, to be very honest, I used to get very, very scared because I had just quit my job in the US. I came back to India, and suddenly I was fighting against all these brands. And they were sending me court cases, legal notices, and my family was worried that not only have you quit your job, you're probably not going to get any other job, because when you Google your name, the first thing that comes up is this individual receives court case, this individual receives legal notice. But then I realized that if you really want to create a change, you cannot run away from this. And now I have one line for all these brands, which is, if you send me a legal notice, I will get you publicly noticed. You don't create a health revolution without making a few enemies. And you need to be comfortable with showcasing, taking names openly. Don't use, the lawyers had recommended me earlier to use rhyming words. Don't say Coke, say choke. Don't say Pepsi, say something else. But I always showcase Coke. I will say Pepsi. I will showcase Maggie. I won't hide behind. I won't blur the logos. I'll show the logos openly, because I feel we need to speak openly about these things. And as a result, I have received a lot of challenges legally. But one interesting thing which happened was I was getting millions and millions and millions of views, a lot of trust, but likes, love, shares, but respect and love and likes and shares do not pay bills. So how do I manage myself financially? This has been a challenging thing. So one interesting challenge was, how do I monetize and do brand deals, since I usually criticize brands? So that has been a challenging situation. And for more than 1 year, I did not do a single brand deal. And I decided that I don't really want to do any deals connected to food, because I don't want to say that this food brand is good and it's paid, and at least that just seemed it could get risky. So I decided that I will have certain strategies for myself, which I feel a lot of other people also should follow, that makes it both authentic and helps me monetize as well. So what I did was, just the way I criticize brands when I roast them, I started criticizing the sponsors as well. So I did, for example, recently a paid advertisement with Urban Company, and it was for a water purifier. And I told them one thing: first, I will only and only promote the product if I first use it for 3 to 4 months, and if I like the product or not. And then I should have full rights to say both the positive and the negative. So I made a video, it's a paid video by Urban Company, water purifier, and I'm showcasing these are the 2 things they are doing well. This is the one thing where they are using a marketing gimmicks and they are trying to fool you as well. And the ad get millions and millions of views. We didn't do any, we didn't put money into it, we didn't promote it. Millions and millions of views, because very authentic. People like to hear the truth. Usually advertisement is all about selling. And once you're selling, you often are also lying. You're just showcasing one side of the story. Users don't want to hear only one side of the story. They want to see both sides of the story. So that's what I realized, is that we don't want to sell because people don't want to be sold. They want to have someone who represents their story as well. Like any consumer, they don't want to, when anyone is selling to them, they know that they are pretty much lying. Like, any celebrity is coming, any influencer is coming. So my idea was, I'm not going to sell, I'm going to speak the truth. The other part was, how do you increase retention in ads? Usually when you see an ad, you automatically want to skip it, whether it's YouTube or Instagram. Once you see the paid promotion, you want to skip the ad. When people know that when I am doing an ad, I'm also going to be criticizing most likely the company in the end. So they are waiting for that to happen. As a result, they are watching the whole video. And that really increases the retention in every single video. Once again, most ads you'll see 5, 6 seconds. As soon as YouTube will give the skip option, you'll skip it. So once again, I just realized this is a great way to both increase audience retention and speak the honest truth and make money as well. The other thing I want to ask all of you is, suppose you are buying a car and there's a salesman A and a salesman B. The salesman A says 7 positive things about the car, whereas salesman B says these are the 5 positive things about the car and these are the 2 negative things about the car. And then you should decide amongst you that whether you want to buy the car or not. Which salesman would you trust more? Would you trust salesman A or B? Can you put your hand up if you said trust salesman A more? Who would trust salesman B more? Exactly. So you would rather buy the car probably from salesman B rather than A. But 99% of ads today will just say positives, positives, positives. This is the best phone. This is the best travel website. This is the best smartwatch or whatever it is. So that is the challenge. So I genuinely feel in the next 5 to 10 years, advertisement, the entire marketing industry is going to shift towards more honest reviews, more honest ads. And whoever is in the marketing and field, I will ask you guys to try to do something in the similar. I also want to say that the future of advertisements, when we look at future of advertisements, we usually, people again talk about AI, that you can use AI and you can use various other tools to make ads and things like that. But what people often don't talk is the consumers, the people, they're humans. Before even a consumer, you're a human and you want someone to talk sense to you. You want someone to take your side of story as well, not just the seller's side. So that is the main thing which I understood. So now, basically, I have, since my urban company ad, have received offers from many more companies who are asking me, okay, this is my travel website. Look, I make mainly videos on food, but they are willing to, explore beyond food. That, okay, can you review this travel website? Can you review this finance tool? And showcase both sides of the story to the user, because just getting that approval or that sort of a thing from someone who usually speaks the honest truth is going to get them a lot of traction. And you see this, you see celebrities. Like recently I had gotten a deal from some mobile phone, and I don't use that mobile. I'll be honest, I don't know if they're a sponsor of this event or not, like Poco Mobile. But they reached out to me, can you promote it? I don't use that mobile. And if I just sell that, it just looks so inauthentic. And 99% of Bollywood, they'll promote Oppo, Vivo, XYZ brands, and you know that they're using an iPhone. And it just that, I recommend everyone to try to build that honesty and that trust people will be willing to pay you more as well, because they know that your voice stands for more. And it will just do more good for the audience as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for having me here. Thank you. And I'll just have one last message. I know my time's up. I had started a campaign 4 months ago called Label Padhega India. And the entire point of the campaign was, if millions of us start reading labels, then companies will have no option but to start giving us the honest truth in their marketing. They'll have no option but to start giving us better quality ingredients. And if all of us start reading labels, we will have better quality food to eat, and our children will have better quality food to eat, because the biggest leading companies out there will have to give us better food. And currently the leading brands in the food space, that not only are they the leading brands, they're also the biggest misleading brands. So we need to come to a place where the leading brands are also the most trusted brands. And the entire point of a brand is, brand should be associated with trust. That's how the word brand came into being. But now, brand is just, okay, you're a big company. There's no trust involved anymore with a brand. So I would just recommend all of you guys to join me in this Label Padhega India campaign. Just start reading labels of whatever you're buying so that you can understand what you're feeding to yourself and to your family. And then if millions and millions of us start doing this, companies will be giving us better quality food. Thank you so much.